talk about diligence, okay? You see what I'm saying about us, and it's going to time for diligence this morning, okay? So I got this all this morning, okay? And like I said, I'm trying to keep things short. I'm doing everything I can to, okay? So anyway, before we get, we got guests, as y'all can see, it's been since yesterday. The Harrison family, say glory to the King. They finally, it just seems like all of us Texas transplants are finally up here. At least most of us. We have some stragglers still there, but most of us are up here, I believe. And so we're happy to have them, and I hope that they enjoy this day as much as we've enjoyed them thus far. All right, so anyway, the only way we can truly prosper as a people is if we become very diligent. Okay, diligent in everything that we do, everything we put our hands to touch. That's the only way that we can prosper here on this assembly. That's the only way we can prosper in these communities. That's the only way that we can prosper in this ministry. In the eyes of the Most High, He's looking at what you diligently do. You know, He ain't looking at these one hit quitters. You know what I'm saying? Or you got your name called, and all of a sudden you just relaxed. All right. Many folks always hear me speak about us as a people not having 200 plus years of ancients which came before us, teaching us how to maintain or build anything. Okay? Because we didn't. Right? So that means that you need to be very diligent in learning right now. Okay? We need to be very, very diligent. All right? So when I say build, this is not only in a physical or natural form. Okay? We have to grow spiritually. We have to grow emotionally. We have to grow mentally. We have to have mental toughness. All right? Because in this society, everybody's very soft. Very soft. Things hurt my feelings. Didn't like how you said it. You know, I spoke to a head of fellowship and he said, oh yeah, my son doesn't like how Pastor Dow comes across. All right? Yeah, Pastor's been saying it for years. Don't be shocked. You know, he talks hard. Right? He talks rough. But he speaks like a man. And when you read the prophets, that's how he talks. He literally speaks like that. And people will think that he's very harsh and brash. But us that love the truth, man, that's just music to our ears. Oh, yeah, he just saying it like it is. Hallelujah. The woman might have issues with it, but when a man have a problem with it, I think about effeminacy. Oh, I don't feel loved. We're supposed to love one another. It's like I'm loving you. I'm telling you exactly what it is. You understand? So we have to grow in these areas as well. All right? Many parts to the body are we here in the assembly and the ministry. All right? So somewhere you fit. Somewhere. All right? And everybody knows that. You can be the head, you can be all the way down to the toe. You can be the pinky finger. You can be the organs. You can be the heartbeat of it. All right? You can be the mind of it. Right? You can be the ass of it. You know what I mean? The workhorse. I'm trying to help draw a conclusion. Hallelujah. Fix your mind. Proverbs 10:4, it says, he becometh poor that dealeth with a slack hand, but the hand of the diligent make rich. All right. So, I mean, where are you fitting at? How much diligence do you have in what you do? Right? How much? So, you have to ask yourself, do you make rich or do you make poor? Right? Do you make rich or do you make poor? Is what you have to ask yourself. Okay, so I'll use a few examples from the hub that are great examples. Pastor speaks about men and brothers. Really, all the brothers there are great examples of the body. There's somebody there for every single thing. You got Pastor Dow, he's the head, right? And then you have somebody like Elder Becker, much wisdom, right? But he knows how to do many things. Brett can do many things. Teacher Shane, Deacon Bell, Nate, JC, the list goes on and on and on, right? Many parts of the body. And many of you have heard where they fit in. Many of you have heard where they greatly increase the land. Okay? Where do you bring up or where do you pull down? So you can all tie that to rich report based on your lack of diligence or how diligent you truly are. Proverbs 12:24. It says, the hand of the diligent shall bear rule, but the slothful shall be under tribute. Okay, so what you got here, the hub is also a great example of this, especially concerning land, right? They're taking over. They've just been diligent in building. Pastors very diligent in budgeting. They've been faithful in prayer. They've been faithful in fasting. They've been faithful in petitioning, right? Faithful in deliverance and so on and so forth. And they're just expanding. The land is just beautifying itself. They're just expanding it more and more and more. Okay? All right, so let's hit it here. We got Proverbs 13:4. Okay, it says the soul of the sluggard desires, right? Because you look behind desires as well as you're always in want and need. That's it. Because you're just slothful. You're lazy, right? You have every reason to do everything else but be here on Sunday Funday. You got a reason and excuse to do everything except study. Whether that be building, whether that be animals, whether that be gardening, whether that be anything. Building up. See what I'm saying? Rather that's making yourself better and adding talents unto yourself. You got every excuse in the book, so you're sluggard. And so you're constantly in want, right? And have nothing. See, you don't have, you desire, but you can't obtain. Okay? But the soul of the diligent shall be made fat. All right? The soul of the diligent shall be made fat. Okay? Our desire should be to make us fat. Us. Community fat. You see what I'm saying? Us increase. Us as a people increase. I'll keep saying it. I don't give a shit about you personally. I do, but I don't. You see what I'm saying? I'm not concerned about you getting ahead. I'm concerned more about us getting ahead. Okay? I gave y'all a beautiful example last night of Brent Crago. Now, the brother, man, I'm like, literally, the whole time I'm there, I'm just saying, I'm going to say it again just for the saints that wasn't here. And I'm not going to say everything, but I was literally looking at this man while I was there. I'm like, is he for real? Man, he is serious. He ain't playing. It's not all for him. He's not serving self anymore. All right? And that's what's missing. We don't look at ourselves as servants. At least not all of us. When you truly look at yourself as a servant, man, you putting your wants and your desires and things that you want to do and things how you want to do things, you put it on the back burner. You put it behind. You literally put it behind. It can wait. It's all right. Then there's a time to act on it. Kind of like myself. For years, just everybody else. And I just realized I got to a point. I got to do me now. I got to take care of mine. I got to take care of my household. It's time to do for my household. Now I did that. Now my mind's right back on everybody else. Right back on everybody else. Y'all heard me about Catherine. You see what I'm saying? About going for, you know what I mean? But hey, it's not for my own good. I'm looking out for her. That's what I'm looking out for more than anything. All right, so when I say make fat, it's like fattening us a bull or fattening us a heifer, right, prior to the slaughter. All right, enjoying the fruit of our labor and work. That's what we want to be able to do. See, when you do something, we should all think about you being diligent and the saints enjoying the fruit of your labor. All right, think about that. I know when we think about it, oh, I work and I enjoy the fruits of my labor. Okay, yeah, you will, but what about everyone? What about Israel, right? We already visited Sirach 38 many times. No city can be built without all these different parts and pieces. All right, you need everybody doing something. They're learned in so many different areas. Okay? Fat, all right? This is the definition of being made fat, all right? The best or richest part of a thing. I like that. It's the richest part. The richest part of the thing. It's like whenever you make an offering, you give God the best of. You give him the best of the best. Even when we go give of our field, of our first fruits, what do? We pick out all the best. And we bring it the straight way. That's what we do. Say here. And like I say, some other communities, boy, they just put us to shame. Well, I be just looking at stuff they be giving. I be like, man, boy, we got one boss. They brought 20. Boy, we looking rough. Once again, you want a greenhouse? Nope. That's why all the men are out there in the morning. We're trying to learn. And we're asking questions. Straight up. Joseph, I expect him to be a jack of all trades. That's an expectation. But think about it. Everything that each one of us do, I want us to teach one another. I do. We teach each other so we can teach these children. All right. All right. Also, fat is to increase, to be fertile, nourishing. All right. To make fat and plump and fleshly with abundant food. Okay. Now, when we go back to diligence, in common law, this term is near the equivalent to care. Care. See, when you care for something, you're diligent. I care about my appetite, so I eat. Right? You glutton. Boy, you feet gonna be under the table. You about to throw a fit. You about to blow a top behind food. Shepherd always talks how you control the people. Food. You control the people. Belly. Some folks think they ain't gonna get enough. He got more than me. She got more than me. Things of that nature. Why not focus on, does everybody have what they need? I've seen a few sisters ask that question. I've definitely said it. I get up there and brothers, y'all heard me say it many times. Brothers at work, I'll be like, hey, Shay, you got something for your husband? Carrie, you got something for your husband? I'm about to dip in again. I want to make sure you got theirs out the way. When Papa's work, same thing. Mom, you got Papa's out the way? Because my mind is on everyone. Everyone. Not just me. Okay? So care. But when you have a care for the garden, you hyper-focused in it. You got to care for the chickens, you hyper-focused in it. Okay? So, Deacon and his family was over the chickens. I ain't like what I saw. The boys just wasn't holding it down. And her Catherine. She was pretty much going through the corn. She was going to chicken tell, all right, Catherine, you be over it. Boy, she stayed down. I said, but shoot Shay over there every day. Shoot Shay, can you take over? Yeah, I think I can. Ask your husband. He literally said, we will delight in it. We will receive it. And you can see the diligence that they have. My hope is that they just continue. That's it. You see Des up here reading, incubating, only his stinky breath can get on him. You know, no one else. Right? He said, we don't need the bacteria to get on us. What he said. Well, only your bacteria can though, right? Yeah. All right, bet. We're going to rise and going to fall with you, brother. We there. We in there. But he's striving. You see what I'm saying? That's the diligence I'm looking for. All right? Dig over the garden. Hey, Dick, when we going to plant garlic? You know, we're supposed to do it 3 weeks ago. About a month, like, whoa. How we get to that point? Okay, Mom Brenda shows us, all right, you're over the garden. Because my thing was, all right, we're just going to start wearing, because his family was doing everything. Dick's family. Okay, we're going to thin you. You too thinned out. We're going to give and delegate to other things. All right? And look how much he prospers in building and things of that nature and just affairs of the community. Does a great job. Cool. That's what we need to do. But we can still say, hey, Deke, what you think? Hey, Deke, what you think? Right? But now we got somebody else that's over. Now, Mom Brenda's doing it. And we get to this year, we got 6 beds in. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm talking, this is going to be put out all the time. This is how it's going to be. Straight up. Every single time. This is how it's going to be. But this is what it is. Did that not happen? Am I accurate on what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Y'all tell me from lying and bullshit. But this, mind you, and I sit on it for a little bit. I walk by. Hey, what's happening over here? I don't know. I'm trying to get a list together from Mom Brenda. Okay, cool. Well, let me know when you get it. Come back a week later, or maybe I don't even go back. Eric will just come to me again. Hey, you thought about this again? No, I ain't thought about it. Go get another report. I'm just saying to waiting on a report. Waiting on a report. I ain't getting no report. So now I got to get involved. You see what I'm saying? But it shouldn't take that. If I give you something, go hard in it. Be diligent in it. Obliterate it. Make it to where I ain't never question it. I mean, I may question. I mean, I'll see it doing good in question. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, I don't want to have to come and question because it's just looking bad. Beat me to it. Come talk to me about it, man. Look, they ain't doing too good. We gonna need X, Y, Z. Great. Y'all heard me tell. If you're delegating something, how many times have y'all heard me say, "Tell me what to do. Tell me what you need." Right? Tell me. You over tractor, man. What you need, right? You say, Elder, what you think, man? Don't matter what I think. What you think? It's your expertise. If you pick out a bad apple, I'm looking at you. But I'm not looking at you in a bad sense. It's like, all right, cool, whatever. I just shrug my shoulders. All right, there. Hey, I gave it to you to do. It is what it is. Right? All right, let's continue to go on. All right, enjoying the fruit of our labors. All right, so Ecclesiastes 5:18, it says, behold, that which I have seen, it is good and comely for one to eat and to drink, and to enjoy the good of his labor that he taketh under the sun all the days of his life, which Yahweh giveth him, for it is his portion. Okay? Every man also to whom Yahweh hath given riches and wealth, and hath given him power to eat thereof, and to take his portion, and to rejoice in his labors, this is the gift of Yah. Gift of Yah. You think you're the only one enjoying it even back then? No, you had a home back then, right? Your home was made up of men servants and maid servants and wives and children, right? So obviously your sons is with you, right? So I mean, they ain't leaving your home. So think how many men you had enjoying the fruits of your labor. How many children you had enjoying the fruits of your labor. Others enjoying the fruits of your labor. Oh, I'm just me. I'm an American. This is my mansion. I got 7 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, and I enjoy this. I work so hard for this. But you can't sleep in all 7 rooms. You know what I mean? Well, since that, man, y'all's increased me. You hear Kabir say, man, now that I'm doing it in the community, man, this is what I've always wanted. See, I'm using it for the Most High. And he damn it got every room filled. See, that's a beautiful thing. And he still want to sell it and get on down here, which is a good thing. Hallelujah. Verse 20 says, for he shall not much remember the days of his life, because Yahweh answereth him in the joy of his heart. All right? Hallelujah. Let me see here. All right, cool. We're making good time. Proverbs 21:5. It says, the thoughts of the diligent tend only to plenteous. All right? The thoughts of the diligent. All right? But of everyone that is hasty, only to want. So thoughts. All right? This is what you meditate, what you ponder on, what you consider. Right? And I ain't just running out there doing it, but this is, if you look behind the words, contrivance. To use of skill to bring something about or create. So this means this is well thought out. This is your creation. Every time Abigail makes something, she said, my creation. Hey, you see my creations? I put it in the room. It's on the shelf. My creations. Can I have this box? No, you can't. I want to make a creation. Like, I understand. But that's how she talks. That's how she speaks. All right? But this is something well thought out. It's a plot. Even in the negative sense. Positive sense is advice. All right? Thoughts. Cunning work. Device. Imagination. Invented. Purpose. Thoughts. All right? So the thoughts of the diligent. Y'all always hear me talk about building, right? I've shown y'all drawings. Right? I've shown it up here. Right? And we're going to pour concrete. What I got up here? Video. Hey, man, you going to be doing this. You're going to be doing that. I'm going to do this. Well thought out. Day at a park, I'm over there spray painting. You here, you here, you here, and you here. This is what we're going to do. You on the truck. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. Well thought out. Diligent. This is how we're going to build it. This is how we're going to lay. This is how we're going to lay the corners. This is how we're going to frame it up. What do y'all think? I ain't got nothing. Well, this is how we're going to do it. Since you got nothing. I wish somebody would told me to go 10 feet on the seat house. Don't look at me crazy. I don't remember nothing. And nobody told me nothing. Did somebody tell me something?
Yes.
So, what would you say?
I want to go 16 by 10.
Oh, you want to go 16 by 10? 16 by 10. That's small.
You brought me on the slab.
That's small. 16 by 10? That's small.
You asked me, Greg, you want to go 14 or 16, you said, all right, no, you going 16.
I went 16.
Huh?
I did go 16. You fought the room.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. I don't remember it. Ready to bring an audience.
I'm sure I'm recording.
Yeah, do that. Do that. Do that.
Okay, go on.
No, man, get like some pals together and come convince me, man. I'm telling you. Come convince me. Let's red team this thing out. Assault my assumptions. I'm for real. I like that stuff. All right. So the second half of the verse says, "But everyone that is hasty only to want," right? Because he ain't diligent, right? So hasty. All right. You look behind to press. You press, right? To be close, hurry, withdraw. I'm sorry. All right. To make haste, to be narrow. Being hasty, you know, this is me. This is me speaking. You know, because you're being hasty, it wasn't organic. Right? Think about it. You see somebody doing something, you haste to do it too. Right? So you pressed. That's what the definition means. You press. It does not necessarily you rushing to do something, but you press to do it. You do things before it's time. You see what I mean? Don't the word speak about time? You know, you being wise, knowing the time. Right? Some people, they hold their tongue until the time. You got those where they just going to spit it out. Right? You see all this wisdom. Man, we were in the DMV. And me, Pastor, and El Ruz was just chopping. We were just talking. You know, Pastor Porter was there. You know, he was just quiet. He folded his arms and he sat back and he just listened. And I forgot he was there. He was sitting right next to me. Then he was sitting right next to me at the table. While we were eating. Remember all that, and DMV threw down. Had a lot of food. It was good. They rivaled pretty much anybody in the ministry on the grill. Straight up. Anyway, he was there, and I forgot he was even there. And he said, man, hey, I was soaking it in. I was getting fed. Exactly how he put it. He said, hey, I know I'm pastor, I know I'm this, but I was taking it in. So we were speaking in a vein which he ain't necessarily done yet. Right? So he was just listening and taking it in, knowing the time. Not being hasty. I got to press to say something because I'm a pastor. I got to press to say something because I'm an elder. I got to press to say something because he's speaking too. Or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you do things, because then it ain't organic. It's just not. Okay? So let's be diligent, right? So that way, all right, and I said this before too. We got a brother in the ministry, he wants this woman, but his reputation has been mud. And now he's making haste to fix his reputation because he wants this gal. And hard questions are coming forward because the woman is entertaining. She actually entertaining the thought like, I could probably be with him. But I got questions. What's the question? Can he spiritually lead? He's like, hey brother, hey man. They're asking these questions. And I'll be honest with you. I cannot in my right mind say yes. Now you pressing. Oh man, but please. Hey man, don't beg me nothing. I can't, brother, I'm being honest. You were not diligent before. Now you're trying to be diligent. But it's not you. You haven't pressed to enter in to make it part of your lifestyle. It's like working out. Des and T. It's a lifestyle. Right? I mean, it's either in you or it ain't. Either it's in you to do it and press to and persevere, or it just ain't there. So you have to press. You have to do stuff you don't want to do. See, people, they get to the point where they gotta work out. And then they doing it, but it's because I got aches. I got pains. I'm tight. I'm getting old. I'm this. I'm stiffening up. Okay, well, because you saw this coming, but you chose not to change. You chose not to make it a habit. You chose not to make it part of your life. You chose not to walk in holiness. You chose not to be righteous. You chose not to do all these things. And now you got something you want. And now you want that testimony of being righteous. Now you want that testimony of being holy. Now you want that good report. But I can't give it to you because you lacked in times past to be diligent in these areas. So now you just being passed over. And like Shepherd said, there's the new folks coming in, they just passing over. He's passing you up. You know what I mean? And they're diligent because they're on fire. Okay? Proverbs 22:29, it says, seest thou a man diligent in his business? Question. He shall stand before kings. He shall not stand before mean men. This mean is obscure. Obscure. How do you say this word? G, come here, man. Obscure?
Obscure.
Appreciate it, Des. Thank you very much. I've been with Jesus. It's all good. Obscure. All right. Well, what business? This business could be spiritual, in word, right? In the natural, business, just business in general. Your business, meaning your work, what you've been set up, what you've been dedicated to do. Like Jesus with the men with the talents, right? Speaking about the talents, 10 virgins. See what I'm saying? All right. So let's move forward with this. All right. What are some examples of being a man being diligent in business? All right. When D. Jerry was around, he was big in the media. When he was around, of course, there was other issues there, but I'm just saying, I'm using just different examples. Elder Becker, hunting, wisdom, knowing how to build, all right, knowing how to shoot rifles, things of that nature. Well versed, AutoCAD. He applied himself diligently, all right, to be able to do these things for what? For himself? Nope. For the ministry, for the body. Okay, Brother Brett, gun holsters, lane block, mechanic, right? Brother Scott, machinery, working everything on land, right? JC, electrical. And I'm just Nate, paint, sealing buildings up, all that stuff. Teach Shane, welding, right? All these different areas, man, is diligent in these areas. You don't see nobody else on land knowing how to do certain things than these men, right? Like, say, for instance, the welder. Who does that? Everybody see Teach Shane does it. Ain't nobody else really doing it. It don't mean somebody else can't, but he the one that do it. He's just been diligent. All right, so let's look behind what this business is. Business is that which occupies the time. All right, that which occupies the time. All right, so you go to the office, you see Des just head on fire. He be cussing up a storm. He be mad. He was throwing shit yesterday. He was mad just looking at him. He reacts a little different than I do. He made a statement to T. He says, "This is just me." I said, "Yeah, that's just him." I said, "If it were me, I'd do it like this." we had fun up there. We'd be going, but we'd be taking care of business. And you see a team environment. And he over here putting out fire. I'm calling Greg. "Hey, Greg, do this instead. Hey, where you at? Okay, do this. I'm sending you this address. Go there." You know, T saw it. He was like, "Man, y'all do them." Like, "Yeah, that's what you got to do." Now, imagine once you come on and he could be putting out fires and you take care of the other trucks. Then you got a hot load, but he putting out this fire because he got to. But then you see these loads just going by. It's like, nah, see, you can actually pick up that slack. You see what I mean? So it's just me and Greg, we be tag teaming the taxes up. Man, you talking about her yet? Man, look, hey, you got someone Texas in, we in there. We need to take care of that. We need to cancel that, all right? I left it as unread, but I saved the document. You got to do it because your name's under it. It's just a tit for tat. All right, but this is that which occupies time. Joseph, you're on the land. DK ain't the land no more. Joseph is the land. You see what I'm saying? Because he here every day. He ain't going nowhere. But you can if you like to. All right, gotta do that. All right, just holler at your boy. So, you know, I want the Saints to, you know, hallelujah. You know, straight away we can do that. You know, we go on some visits, we can do that. You just need a break, we can do that. Like we, you know, got a closed mouth, don't get fed. But everybody's busy doing something. Deep, he a lot. He the runner, bro. He's, man, he said, I'm done with my test. I'm like, "Hey man, where you at?" They come to the apartment. Oh, I got a list. We swapping vehicles. Yeah, you getting all this. So, because I'm getting the road next to him, I'm like, you get it. I can't wait till he goes to school. He going to be running again. And then I'm going to say, all I want to do is keep Joseph busy. Keep you and him busy. Because it's gonna be them two here still, and me. So it's like me and you gonna have to keep us busy, keep us moving, okay? See, I'm trying to get this over with. My fault, man. So that which occupies time, you women in the kitchen and all these other delegations, y'all got attention and the labor of men. All right, this is business for the purpose of profit or improvement. Okay, occupation as agriculture. We're supposed to be agricultural people, right? Trade, mechanic, art, profession, all these things. Okay, another definition is affairs, just your affairs. All right, slacking business. You're supposed to be in school. You're supposed to be doing X, Y, Z. You're supposed to be doing da-da-da. You're supposed to have two jobs, man. You know? So it's just your concerns. You slack. You know, you're diligent in your concerns, your affairs. Right? You're diligent in that which engages the care and attention. All right, that's another definition. To care. Remember, we're going back to diligence, right? Go back to care, what you care about. So, also, mean men, okay? Obscure, right? Obscure. Okay, so I'm looking at y'all to confirm. Mean, so it's just figuratively just dark, right? Figuratively. Obscure, dark, destitute of light, living in darkness, not easily legible. Meaning you're a dark person, you're an obscure man. You're hard to read. I can't see no light in you. I see darkness, right? You can look at sisters, man, ain't no light in them. They quiet, but not clear. They're not clear. It's just okay. They just not clear, not full, not distinct, right? Imperfect, as an obscure view of remote objects. Okay, an obscure view. I really can't make out the cabin from over here. To tarnish. Alright? Alright. Hallelujah. So Proverbs 27:23. Be thou diligent to know the state of thy flocks, and look well to thy herds. I just put Desmond and his family right below that. They ain't doing the flock right now. You know what I'm saying? If we had animals, I could say somebody else. We ain't got no animals besides birds. Okay? But be diligent. Okay? And I see diligence. We need to keep that shit up though. Alright? We just need to be diligent. It needs to be part of our life. It's just what we do. You know, we diligent in paying bills. You know, we diligent in making money. We diligent at cooking. We diligent at everything. We're diligent to teach our children. We stay on top of them. We ain't giving an inch. You know what I mean? Salome is diligent. Man, she diligent, man. She is. What's another word, Eric? Yeah, she persistent as I don't know what. If we would have popped Abigail like we popped her, y'all would hear a lot of crying. She hardly cries. We'd be firing that ass up. She just look at you. Like, no, you didn't. You know? All right, Philemon. Paul, this is Paul. Paul have written it with mine own hand. I, Paul, have written it with my own hand. I will repay it, albeit I do not say to thee how thou owest unto me, even thine own self besides. Okay? Yea, brother, let me have joy in thee in the master. Refresh my bowels in Yahweh, having confidence in thy obedience. I wrote unto you, knowing that you will also do more than I say. Elder Mitchell needs y'all to be diligent. Right? What caught me here was confidence in thy obedience. Pastor spoke on this last night concerning heads of fellowships and communities. The obedience of it. The obedience to these men. And then he talked about us heads. That we should be in the same vein of him. Right? So, hey, feel free to snitch me out. I'm cool with it because I want to be in line with him. You feel like I'm off? Hey, bring it up. Oh, listen, I got a problem. Don't worry, this weekend you're going. You tell me yourself. I'm good with that. I'm down with that, all the way down. If you're right and I'm wrong, I'm happy. I'm good. If I'm right and you're wrong, I'm still happy. I'm good. Because now we on the same line. Now we both thinking the same. Because it's been exposed one way or the other. All right. Hebrews 13:17. Obey them that have the rule over you and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. Okay, y'all heard me talk about this many times. It's just being unprofitable for you. All right, because we have to give an account. All right, so that's just something we need to think about. I'm almost done. I'm gonna try to race through this a little bit. All right, 1 Corinthians 12:20. But now are they many members, yet but one body. And the eye cannot say unto the hand, I have no need of you, nor again the head to the feet, I have no need of you. Nay, much more those members of the body which seem to be more feeble are necessary. I know, some of us don't seem that important, right? But you're very important. Everybody here is important because you're a member of the body. That's why I say ain't nobody getting nothing here. I'm talking about I ain't about to throw none of you guys up here. I ain't throwing myself up here. Just ain't happening. It's a we thing. Yeah, if you're diligent something, yeah, okay, yeah, great. Diligence family or diligent, hallelujah. Oh, I expect Joe to be da-da-da. Okay, great, fine. Oh, okay, the Deeks to run, so be it. But members, they're just members of the one body. Oh man, I like how Catherine cooked. Oh man, I like how Shay bake. Man, I want me some Shay cakes. Man, I love how, Zach should be getting down with the dessert. Like, okay, fine, great, yeah, I say those things, but one body. We got 10 toes, we got 10 cooks. I don't know, right? All y'all toes. Then we got, 10 toes down. All right? Hallelujah. So, and those members of the body which we think to be less honorable, upon these we bestow more abundant honor, and our comely parts have more abundant comeliness. Right? You got somebody that may just be in the forefront. I don't know. They seem more important. Yeah, they seem more important, but they can't do their job unless they didn't have you. Exactly. All right. See what I'm saying? All right. Say for instance, we was at Brett's reception, and Pastor, everybody knows the infamous audio. All right. Talking about laying blocks and doing, boy, he was going in on Brett. He's not going in a bad way, going in a good sense. He said, if you do half of what he did, we're going to exalt you. We're going to lift you up. And I give you an offering. All right. And then Brett said, I understand I did that, but I could have done it if they wasn't there. He talked about me and Deacon. And, he said, if they wasn't there, man, I wouldn't have been able to do it. He was very humble. Right? Because then without us can't be made perfect. Hallelujah. You see what I'm saying? So, my name don't ever get called. Well, hey, you need to be there. Because I promise you, when you leave, we feel it. Okay? Everybody's important. Everybody. I think everybody has an awesome spirit, but you just need some tweaking. Verse 24. For our comely parts have no need, but Yahweh hath tempered the body together, having given more abundant honor to that part which lacketh. All right? That there should be no schism in the body, but that the members should have the same care one for another. One for another. Past talking about praying for one another, right? Caring for one another, building one another up, right? How often do you pray for that sister that you just, man, what she done to my skin? How often do you pray for her? What about that brother that just agitates the shit out of you? He always bringing up weird shit. How often do you pray for him? Well, you know what I mean? Think about it. Oh, I loved the brother real good last week. Boy, he was saying some stuff, and I said, all right. I went to him and him alone. Did I have an ought? Nope. I just figured it'd help him out. He audio messaged me back and took a deep breath and sighed. I'll receive. I said, good, you should. I'm helping you out. Because obviously what you're doing is not unto edification. It ain't. So it'd be best if you just stop. All right. 26. And whether one member suffer, all the members suffer with it. Or one member be honored, all the members rejoice with it. Right? How many brothers get honored from time to time? Do you rejoice? with him? Right? Are you happy? We talk about this one sister all the time, but do you rejoice? Do you say, you know what, I'm going to take that which is good, what I see in her, and apply it to my own self? You know what, I'm going to take what I see that he does and apply it to my own self. Y'all just heard me say, Crago blessed me. What? You an elder? So, he blessed me. His speech blessed me. His lifestyle blessed me. His walk blessed me. You see what I'm saying? His spirit blessed me. Bless me. I'll rejoice in it. I called Elder Rufus, told him. I called Pastor Dow, told him. I'm like, man, this man I heard. You know what I mean? But he's just one member in the body, and I rejoice in him. I rejoice in him. Right? And I rejoice with him. Okay? 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. Wherefore, beloved, seeing that ye look for such things, since you look for it, we all hallelujah, glory to the King. Can't wait for Jesus to come back, so I ain't got to deal on this earth with all these people. Right? So we all looking for the same thing. Well, be diligent that ye may be found of him in peace. So you just can't wait for the King to come back. You tired of these people, but you ain't in peace. You see? You ain't in peace. Without spot and blameless. So when you got grudges and you doing things grudgingly, and you're not without spot. You are blamed. You are not blameless. All right? We blame him. Okay? So that's how we got to walk. That's how we got to perform. We got to be found of him doing well, not bad. We got to be found of him doing good. All right? That's what we got to do. Just like the 10 virgins, right? All right. Matthew 24:42. I got to run to the finish line right now. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your master doth come. But know this, that if the good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched, and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. If you knew that y'all, the Most High was coming back, if you knew the exact day he was coming back, think about this. You 15 years old, I'll get saved when I'm 20. Oh, it didn't come, man. Well, I'm still enjoying myself, so I'll probably, when I turn 21. I drink now, so I'm enjoying this still. So when I'm 25, I'll get my life together. Who says you got that much time though? This goes along with you being diligent now, not later. Be diligent now. Now, not later. Right? Be diligent now, not later. 44. Therefore, be ye also ready. So you need to be ready. For in such an hour as ye think not the Son of Man cometh. Okay? Who then is a faithful and wise servant, whom his master hath made ruler over his household, to give them meat in due season? Blessed is that servant, whom his master, when he cometh, shall find so doing. Alright, so you got to be doing good now, not later. But right now I'm still enjoying what I do. I'm doing me. If you still doing you, then you can't be here. I don't care for you to be here. I have nothing for you. Because I'm doing the community. I'm doing for us. That's where I'm at. And all I got time for is people trying to do the same thing. So we can get to that place. Which I don't know what it looks like yet. I'm just striving for it. I'm striving for what I know. I know what I'm striving to. I'm looking at the hub. See, I'm ascribing to that. Right? I'm ascribing to it in the spirit. I want to be able to say one day, man, this is the best the community's ever been. Right here, right now. See? That's what I'm looking forward to. Alright? Verily, or verily, I say unto you, that he shall make him ruler over all his goods. Alright? But, and if that evil servant shall say in his heart, my master delayeth his coming, and shall begin to smite his fellow servants, and to eat and to drink with the drunken, and the master of the servant shall come in a day when he looketh not for him, and in an hour that he is not aware of, and shall cut him asunder, and appoint him his portion with the hypocrites. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. All right? So, it'd be better if you do good now. I will keep saying that. Now rather than later. Now rather than later. Be diligent now rather than later. 2 Peter 1, 5 through 11. All right? We're going to wrap it up with this. And beside this, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to virtue knowledge, and to knowledge temperance, and to temperance patience, and to patience godliness. Hallelujah. And to godliness brotherly kindness. All right. And to brotherly kindness charity, love. For if these things be in you, you know, because sometimes the display doesn't show that it's in you, right? Because what we do outwardly, right, is within, you know. So what in you? Giving all diligence, I'm just gonna say it again: faith, virtue, knowledge, temperance, patience, godliness, brotherly kindness, love. If these things be in you and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Master Yeshua HaMashiach. Okay? So, barren or nor unfruitful. If those things be in you, they will be seen. It will come out. There's no way that these things could be in you and there is no change. It is not seen in your action. It is not seen in your speech. You're going to see it. All right? Verse 9. But he that lacketh these things is blind. You know when you're blind to yourself? Can't see self? Because you're blind and you just can't see because these things ain't in you. You a shit magnet. Just problems, shit just follows you. You always in something, but you make it seem like it's everybody else. And then whenever you put it on yourself, it's just like, I just ain't good enough. Now it ain't that witchcraft ain't working. At the end of the day, get right. At the end of the day, look at yourself, focus yourself, be humble, show yourself friendly, and get some freedom. Simple. All right. But he that lacketh these things is blind, and cannot see afar off, and hath forgotten that he was purged from his old sins, the old man. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. For so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of Yahweh and our Savior, Yeshua HaMashiach. Glory to the King, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that.